What's going on, guys? Seth here from Team Union Seth, here for our Week 6 battle in the RPL. As your coach of the Philadelphia Pharaohs, we are going up against the Indiana Infernapes. We are currently 5-0, and I believe the Infernapes are 2-3. So we will see just how this match goes. But we're going to get right into the team builder. I will go over my opponent's team. They have, we're going to go over here to the pink one. They have Battle Bond Greninja, Drizzle Politoed, Heliolisk, Toxicroak, Omastar, Lantern, Electros, Thundurus Therian Form, Metagross, Go-Goat, and Mega Swampert. So, a rain team we are facing yet again. This one is not Mono Water as the last one was. So, we will see how this match goes. Just right off the bat, some threats that I see. Greninja, Battle Bond Greninja is very scary, especially once it hits that Battle Bond. Potential specs can be extremely scary, so you need to be on the lookout for that. Potentially some scouting could be done to see if it specs or anything like that. Obviously, the rain is going to be a threat. It does have, I believe, four electric types. They all kind of do different things, which is interesting, but still 5 electric types nonetheless. I don't expect them all to come. I only expect maybe 1 or 2. Thundurus can be a huge threat, especially in the rain with some Thunders if it gets up a Nasty Plot. I really I expect either Nasty Plot or Agility, potentially both, with like Thunder and HP Flying, something like that. So I do expect some sort of setup on that Thunders just because it is pretty decent against my team. Mega Swampert obviously is going to be a threat in the rain. That thing is very powerful, but we do have a Mega Bro which can help neutralize it pretty well. Metagross can be a threat if I let it sit there. If I let it become a threat. So it's not a huge force against my team, but if I let it become that, then it can be pretty dangerous. And then Electros is always kind of a wild card. You never know exactly what it's going to do. But I just need to work on chipping it down and making sure that it can't just sit there and do stuff. So, getting into our team builder, we're going to start off with Stormbreaker, our Jolteon with the Choice Scarf and Volt Absorb, with Volt Switch, Thunder, Hidden Power, Grass, and Light Screen, 40 HP, 252 in Special Attack, 216 in Speed with the Modest Nature. So our Jolteon outspeeds the Swampert in the rain, so we're able to do that and get off a Hidden Power Grass, which does about 60%, 50 to 60% we're looking at. So if I get some chip damage on the Swampert, as you're going to see next, our Roserade has spikes, so if we can get some chip damage with that, maybe some Leech Seed, it switches in on something, we can get an HP Grass off, even in the rain where it might think it's going to outspeed, and potentially get a nice kill there. Volt Switch just for momentum. In terms of electric immunities, he only has 2 in the Lantern potentially, and then the Swampert. So I can really Volt Switch around on the team, hit some of those water types pretty hard. This also does outspeed potential Greninja. We don't outspeed Greninja if he's Scarfed, or once... Yeah, we don't outspeed Greninja if he's Scarfed. But either way, Scarf Greninja is definitely less scary than a Spectre Greninja or Life Orb or something like that. So, and then Light Screen is there just in case at the end... not in the end, but if I see like Jolteon's getting low, and I want to bring it in and get up a Light Screen potentially on the Thundurus, that can be really nice just to kind of save myself a little bit, and give me an extra layer of defense against the Thundurus. So moving on, we have Aki the Roserade with the Koba Berry and Natural Cure, Spikes, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, and Leech Seed, 68 in HP, 252 in Special Attack, 188 in Speed with the Modest Nature. Now Roserade, we outspeed the Swampert outside of rain, so a Jolly Max Speed Swampert, we outspeed it outside of the rain, and the rest when we have Max Attack, or Max Special Attack, and then the rest is dumped into HP. This thing is mainly there to get spikes up. This is definitely a potential lead. It can scare out the Politoed if he wants to lead with that. We can get up a Spike, we can Leech Seed, we can do a lot of stuff, and then do some good damage with the Giga Drain. We live a +2 HP Flying from a Thundurus with the Koba Berry. So we can potentially live that and get a Sludge Bomb off, which does a good chunk of damage. So depending on where the Thundurus is at, if it has an Agility up, whatever the case may be, we can live, I'm pretty sure we can actually live 2 regular HP Flyings without the boost with the Koba Berry. So we will see how that works out. But this is kind of just like a fail-safe if necessary for the Thundurus. Moving on, we have Imagine our Noivern with the Assault Vest and Frisk, U-Turn, Hurricane, Draco Meteor, and Shadow Ball. We have 4 in Special Attack, 252 in Special Defense, 252 in Speed with the Timid Nature. This thing is our main check to the Greninja. Obviously not the best Greninja check. Greninja does really well against my team if it's choice specs. So gonna really need to be doing some scouting for that and understand how we're gonna need to play around it. I do have a water resistant Aki, I have an ice resist in Vision and Scizor, and I have a dark resist in my Sylveon. So if it's not specs, we can handle it decently well with the Sylveon. Potentially Gunk Shot's a thing, but we can work around that. But if this thing is specs, this is going to be our main check. Dark Pulse has like a 5% chance of 2-hit KO. Hurricane, obviously, because of the rain. U-turn just for momentum. Draco is there for just to drop Dracos, get off a lot of damage, and then potential Shadow Ball for the Metagross as just an extra little thing there. I am going to be using the Frisk to determine if it's choice specs. And the Frisk is just really nice. Frisk is a very underrated ability in Draft League format. Knowing what item my opponent has is just really nice. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this thing works out. We're going to move on to Blue, our Sylveon with the Leftovers and Pixelate, Protect, Wish, Toxic, and Hyper Voice, 248 in HP, 8 in Special Attack, 252 in Special Defense with the Calm Nature. This is just our specially defensive wall. A lot of threats on the team. This thing can eat Thunders from Sylveon. If the Greninja's not specs, we eat a lot. We do really well against it. Toxic is there for things like the Lantern and the Electros, as well as Wish to heal, Protect just to get some extra leftovers, potentially stall out some rain turns, as well as get those wishes back. And then Hyper Voice actually puts in a lot of work against this team. So Sylveon is definitely a good mon against this team, and I'm looking forward to Sylveon shining it again. We have Vision, the Mega Slowbro with the Slowbro Knight and Regenerator. Slack off Calm Mind, Grass Knot, and Psychic. One second. Sorry, my brother's texting me. Slack off Calm Mind, Grass Knot, and Psychic, 248 in HP, 8 in Special Attack, 252 in Special Defense with the Bold Nature. So we have a mixed defensive wall here. Mixed defensive wall. So this thing is our main Mega Swampert counter. Can switch into anything Mega Swampert wants to do without even being invested in defense. Just because Mega Slowbro's defense is so high. But I do need to be careful if it's not Mega Evolved yet, so we'll see how we're going to play that, because you guys know I like to not Mega Evolve my Slowbro and use that Regenerator ability. So we'll see what happens throughout the game with this thing. We can potentially sit in there and Calm Mind. We have to be careful of Toxic users, something like the Lantern or the Electros. Being careful, and the Politoed, being careful of Toxic. But if we don't see the Toxic, if we get rid of those, I should be fine to set up and sweep, or at least kind of sit there for a little while. And that's pretty much Vision. I mean, it can handle a little bit. It can handle the Toxicroak decently well. It can potentially handle Politoed if it doesn't have the Toxic. It can handle Omastar decently. So this thing is just kind of an overall sit there and put in some work kind of mon. And then we have Iron Man, our Scizor with the Choice Band and Technician, U-Turn, Bullet Punch, Bug Bite, and Knockoff. We have 252 in Attack, 204 in Special Defense, 52 in Speed with the Adamant Nature. Now, the Special Defense investment, what did it do? I don't even remember what it did. It did something. I remember specifically it did something. I don't think I wrote it down. I remember it did something very specific. Alright, so, I mean, this thing is mainly just here to... Oh, wait, no, the speed allows us to outspeed. Yeah, the speed allows us to outspeed his base 70s if they don't have any investment. So, like a non-invested Politoed, non-invested Metagross, anything like that. So we can outspeed those. He's got a lot of slow mons on his team, so we'll be able to outspeed those and fire off some big hits. Bullet Punch is going to be really nice. We have U-Turn and Bug Bite just in case I want some more power or I don't want to switch. And then we have Max Attack with the Adamant Nature to do as much damage as possible. And then the Special Defense is there just to kind of help with the team and take as many hits as possible. So that is the team. I'm going to send the challenge now. Asking what his name is. A little bit of coffee this morning. I don't drink a whole lot of coffee anymore. I used to drink it like every day, but I don't drink a whole lot anymore just because I don't really like to. I don't want to rely on it. But I was up early today and I fell asleep for a couple hours, and I'm trying to wake myself back up. So. Alright, so we'll flip the page on here. Let's see. Okay. So we're going to get the challenge up. Let him know it's sent. Alright, so let's see what he's got. Alright, so pretty much what I expected. We see the Mega Swampert. We see the Politoed. We see the Metagross. We see the Thundurus Therian. Toxicroak. And Electros. So right off the bat, I'm thinking that Toxicroak is his endgame. Right away, I'm thinking Toxicroak is his endgame. Thundurus, I think he's going to lead with either the Thundy or the Politoed. And I think either way, Aki's a decent lead. I'm actually going to check how much this Roserade set does to... No, not that one. Does to a Thundurus Therian. Sludge Bomb does half. So it's actually not too bad. I don't know what I'd rather do, though. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go into Aki. I don't really see a reason not to lead with it. I'm thinking Thundurus or Politoed. There's the Politoed. So we can potentially scare this thing out. An Ice Beam shouldn't do too much. An Ice Beam shouldn't do too much. Let's just, if it's especially defensive. Giga Drain does half. I could Leech Seed or I could Spike. In terms of hazard removal, he only has the Defog on the Thundurus, so I'm really not thinking that's coming. Spike affects 4 of his 6 Mons. Let's do this. I'm thinking Leech Seed is a decent play. What would be his switch if he doesn't stay in? What's his switch? Maybe Metagross? Maybe Metagross is a switch. So I'm going to go for the Spike. Switching to Metagross. We see the Drizzle, obviously. Just going to write that down. And then from here, I'm pretty free to just go into... it's probably going to see his Zen Headbutt. I can go into my Iron Man, into Scizor. See his Zen Headbutt. That did a lot. That did a lot of damage. So I'm going to calc that and see if we're looking at Abandoned Metagross, which honestly probably are. So that did, what, 28%? Yeah, it did 28%. So looking for Zen Headbutt. Oh, wow. What the heck? Oh, yeah, no. Oh, wow, so not banded at all. Is that not even, like, any investment? I mean, I don't have any bulk, but that still looked like it did a lot. That still looked like it did a lot of damage. No, just looks like max attack adamant. So I'm pretty free to U-turn here. We get a good chunk of damage off, and probably going to see a Fire Punch. Maybe a Fire Punch, maybe something a little bit different. I'm going to go into Vision. I feel like it's pretty free. There's a Z-move. Tectonic Rage. So we take that decently well. So we're going to see Ground Z. We see Earthquake. Zen Headbutt. And we're going to see Max Attack. Adamant. So that's what it's looking like. I feel like I could double here. I mean, what would be his play? I'm thinking his play is probably to switch. I'm thinking something like Eel. Maybe. I don't want to switch into Sylveon. I think I'm going to switch into Stormbreaker. I'm going to switch into Stormbreaker. I want to predict him to switch because I don't think there's a whole lot he can do to the Metagross, and he definitely doesn't want me setting up a Calm Mind. Now, I have to be careful with my Volt Switches. I have to be very, very careful with my Volt Switches. Just because I don't want that Thundurus coming in for free at all, whatsoever. Thundurus is nice because it gets U-turn and Volt Switch, so if there's something on the opponent's team like a Volt Absorb Mon, you can U-turn instead of Volt Switching. But we're going to see. So we know the Metagross set generally. We did a good chunk of damage. We did 42 with the U-turn, which definitely has some bulk investment. So it could be max HP. Yeah, could be max HP. Probably Probably has a little bit more bulk, actually. So definitely going to note that it's bulky. Let's see what he wants to go for. So, like I said, I'm thinking he's gonna switch. I don't think he wants to stay in on the slow bro. I can switch out and get my regenerator up. Potentially a Swampert switch in, but I don't think that really does much because it doesn't really do much to a Scizor. I'm thinking Electros or Thundy makes the most sense. And either way, Jolteon's not a terrible pivot. There's the Electros. Honestly, I'm thinking a slow U-turn probably makes the most sense. A slow U-turn from him probably makes the most sense, or a Volt Switch. So I am going to go for the Volt Switch. So we do a little bit of chip damage. Let's see if we can tell if that's AV or not. See if we can tell if that's AV. So we did 13%. Volt Switch. Yeah, that looks like AV. So from here, like I said, I'm thinking a slow U-turn or a slow Volt Switch. So I'm just going to go into Sylveon. There's a knockoff. That's okay. We see the knockoff. And I'm pretty free to Toxic here. But this switch will probably be the Metagross. So I don't want a Toxic there. So I am actually just going to Wish. Well, hold on. What does... Because I think I'm not sure exactly what it gets in terms of poison moves. I'm not sure exactly what the Electros gets in terms of poison moves. So we're going to double check that. I know it gets Acid Spray. Yeah, so it doesn't really get a whole lot. So we're pretty good to go. We're pretty good to Wish. Let's see, a Wild Charge. Interesting. Okay. Wild Charge. And we do see the rain is extending, so I'm going to Protect. Try to get my Wish back. I need to save Sylveon. I need to keep it healthy. But we do see the item on Politoed is the Damp Rock. So, probably going to switch into something like Metagross, but I need to keep this thing healthy. I can't risk him just going for the attack. So I need to keep Sylveon healthy. Just to help me take on the Thundy. Taking on the Thunders is super important in this matchup. I need to keep Sylveon healthy for it. And then potentially later I can let Sylveon go. But for now, this thing needs to be healthy for it. I'm not sure if he'll have something to cover the Jolteon. Excuse me. Something like a Shadow Ball. Or just something random like that can potentially hit it. So we shall see. But let's see what he wants to switch into. Gotta keep Sylveon healthy. Gotta keep Sylveon healthy. I was really predicting a switch there, but yeah, didn't happen. So I'm still thinking of switching. I think he's either gonna stay in, predicting me to not protect, or predicting my switch. There's a Protect. Stayed in, goes for another Wild Charge, so we get this Wish up. And I think Jolteon is honestly just a really good switch. So I'm actually gonna take a second. Kind of play some mind games. Let's do a little bit of calcing. So that Wild Charge is 62.6. Nope, not that one. It is 62.6. It's my Sylveon. Oh wow. This definitely has some attack investment. So could be max attack item, it could be a boosting item, but I'm pretty sure it's Assault Vest. So, but we're gonna switch into Stormbreaker. Let's see if he goes for another Wild Charge. There's the Metagross. Okay, so I'm pretty free to actually just Shadow Ball here. We see the rain goes away. Lots of attack. Lots of attack. So let's see. I don't have Shadow Ball. Never mind. So let's see here. I don't want him to double into because I don't want to go in. I'm thinking I could go into Slowbro, which takes on the Metagross, but I don't want him to double into Thundurus, predicting that, because that would be really bad for me. I'm thinking an Earthquake is just coming here. So Imagine would not be the worst play, and then I can U-turn out. Let's actually go for that. Let's go for Imagine. See what he wants to do. There's a Zen Headbutt. We take a lot of damage from that. But the no Greninja. It didn't really register in my head. We don't see the Greninja, so this thing is definitely less valuable. I can go for the Shadow Ball now, and take some damage off, or get some damage off. Let's calculate how much damage we're gonna be doing with the Shadow Ball. Let's see if you have max HP. Shadow Ball is 34 to 40, so we're not killing with that. I feel like U-turn might be a good play. Let's see if Heat Wave kills. I mean, obviously we don't have Heat Wave, but he doesn't know that. Heat Wave has a chance to kill at this point. I'm gonna go for the U-turn. There's the Politoed. Sets Rain back up, and we get a chance to get some momentum. Now I could go into Aki. I'm thinking that might be a good play. Or I could go into Stormbreaker. I don't want to keep going into Stormbreaker to try to Volt Switch just because that Thundy's still there. I think I'm going to go into Aki. I think Aki's the play. Let's actually see how much Scizor is doing. Let's just say it's, how much damage did we see before on this thing? When did this thing take damage? Where's Politoed? Did it come back in at some point? Okay, so it just took spikes and U-turn. Oh, it was a crit U-turn. So let's see. Noivern. Politoed. Let's say crit U-turn did 19%. Yes, it's looking like not really any defense investment. So let's see a Scizor. U-turn has a chance to kill from here. Bug Bite really kills from here. So I'm gonna go into Scizor and just fire off a U-turn. Kind of a risky play in case he does have some speed, but I really don't think he will. I'm just gonna fire off a U-turn, and we shall see. We're gonna go in here and go Spadef. So yeah, I think I'm in a pretty good spot. U-turn is gonna be really nice here, just to get some damage off. I don't think he's gonna leave the Politoed in here. I think he's gonna switch, which can give me some really good momentum. There's the Pert. Wow, U-turn does so much damage. Now I can go into Vision, or I can go into Aki. I feel like Vision's a better play, just because Psychic is gonna do more to everything than, like, Vision just puts on more pressure, I think. So I'm gonna go into Vision. We can take a good amount of damage, and I can fire off something pretty strong. Let's see how much an Earthquake is doing from that. Let's check Waterfall actually. Let's double check. We'll check Waterfall and Earthquake. Let's just check Mega Swampert. Mega Swampert with Earthquake and Waterfall. As a normal Slowbro, we take a decent chunk from both. Let's see, in the rain, yeah, we take almost half from Earthquake. So that's actually not that bad. I kind of want to Mega Evolve and take the damage, which I think is actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for the Psychic. So there's the Eel. So we get a little bit of damage on the Eel. We don't get a Spadef drop, but that's okay. How much is this Wild Charge going to do? So let's say Wild Charge. Let's just say max attack. Adamant. Wild Charge. It's doing a lot. No, that's the regular Slowbro. That's still doing a lot. It's a lot more than I'm comfortable with. Doesn't matter in the rain. And Psychic did not do enough to knock it out. So, yeah, it's looking like a lot of attack with the AV. Looking like a lot of attack with the AV. But it does. How much did it do? Wild Charge does almost half. So I can't willingly let that happen and only Calm Mind. So I'm thinking I kind of want to double into Stormbreaker. Because I don't really need my Scarf anymore because the Swampert's so low. So I'm going to go on a Stormbreaker. See if we can catch him on something. There's the Thundy. Okay. It's actually not the worst thing for me. Because I can go into Aki right now. I can go into Aki. He can't really do anything either is the problem. So I think I'm gonna Light Screen. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that just yet. So he could U-turn. He can't do anything to me. He can only U-turn. Is really his only play. I think I just have to stay in and kind of take whatever he's gonna dish out. I'm gonna Light Screen. There's a defog. He does have the defog. Wow. Wow. So definitely did not expect that. All right. So let's think. What would be the logical play here? Again, I'm thinking U-turn. Thinking U-turn just makes the most sense for him. How much does Sylveon take from Sylveon, Thunderous Therian? Let's check Thunder. Thunder, let's just say you're modest, just in case. 32 to 38. Can we take 2 of those? Excuse me. We probably cannot. Probably cannot if he's modest. But I am going to go Sylveon. There's a Pert. So we're really wasting these rain turns, which is excellent. Jeez, that defog. Man. I think Vision's my switch again. I just want to waste these rain turns. I want to force that Politoed in. There's an EQ. Does 31.6 to my Mega Slowbro. That is a weak Swampert. That is a weak Swampert. 31.6? Yeah, that is a weak Swampert. Does that have any investment? Wait, hold up. Hold up. Okay, so maybe not a weak Swampert. Maybe not a weak Swampert. Okay, no, that's a strong Swampert. Okay. That's fine though, because I can pretty comfortably slack off, which I think is what I'm gonna do. I want to keep this thing healthy as well, just to take on the team. If he switches back into Thundy, it's not the end of the world. I can go into Sylveon again, and the rain is gone. So he's not guaranteed hitting Thunders. So we see the Earthquake on Swampert. Earthquake, we see Max Attack, Adamant. And I'm going to... Definitely can't take this. I'm not staying in. Probably just going to U-turn. I think Sylveon's still the best play no matter what. HP. Probably an HP Flying. I'm very free to Wish here. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to Wish up. We can potentially get a Protect off next turn. We know that the Electros is Assault Vest. Metagross could potentially have something like the Agility or something like that. So we shall see if he brings in the Metagross. Metagross is honestly not the best play because if I Hyper Voice, that Metagross is dead or close to dead. Electros is definitely a play here. Electros is definitely a play here, and I think that's probably his play. I don't know if, because you can't really risk a Hyper Voice. I mean, you know I'm going to go for Wish, but, I mean, come on. Like, it's eh. I'll talk about stuff in the chat. But let's see what he wants to do. I'm pretty interested to see what he's going to do. He's saving that Toxicroak for the end game. So we know that this thing, the Thundurus, is probably not a setup mon. Considering it had Defog, it has Defog HP Flying. There's a Thunder. We take that damage decently. We get the Wish off. So now we're in an interesting spot. So I could Protect here. Protect is super obvious. But if I don't Protect, I waste the Wish, and I lose Sylveon. If he attacks. I think I have to Protect and just kind of give up the momentum. I think I just have to. Yeah, there's a nasty plot. That's fine. That's totally fine. Because there's a +2 Thunder take me out. I kind of want to sack off Imagine. How much did that one Thunder do? 33.1. Sylveon. So he is a setup mon. I mean, I can't say I didn't see that coming. So that Thunder did 33.1 to my Sylveon. Could be modest. Could have gotten a low roll. But probably just timid. I kind of just want to go into Imagine. I mean, I'm pretty sure Noivern can. Probably not a +2. He's at +2. Yeah, Hyper Voice doesn't take him out. Sylveon, 59 to 70. So we can't really take that. I could go into Aki, but I'd rather not. Can't touch Jolteon. So I'm going to go back into Jolteon. There's the Thunder. So now's a really weird position. So, like, I could Light Screen, and that would be nice. I feel like that's the play. Defog. But what does he get from that? I'm going to Light Screen. We could Defog, and we could just keep playing this game. There's the Gross. And I'm going to double back into Vision. I actually kind of want to go into Scizor, but that doesn't really do anything for me. I could also go Imagine predicting the EQ. I'm going to go into Vision. I mean, Vision's such an obvious play. There's a Hone Claws. That's actually not good. I'm just writing down what we saw. That's actually not good. We see the Hone Claws on this thing. I just kind of want to Calm Mind up beside this thing. Yeah, so I'm just going to CM. Just going to Calm Mind. And see what he wants to go for. I mean, I outspeed this thing. If he has the Bullet Punch, that's fine. I should have run Shadow Ball on the Jolteon. That was definitely a mistake. Should have run Shadow Ball on the Jolteon. I gotta get Sylveon healthier. I gotta get Sylveon back up to, like, full. I'm gonna Calm Mind. Let's see. Oh, man. So I go for the Calm Mind. What can he do? I mean, does he want to stay in? Probably not. If he's waiting this long, he definitely doesn't have anything to hit me. And even if he did, it wouldn't do like a ton of damage. He could go in a Thundy, and I'm a +1. Yeah, I'm a +1, man. So let's say this. Let's go in a Slowbro. Vision. I have a light screen up. We are Mega Slowbro. We're at +1, +1. Thunder, Styrian Thunder. Wow, that still does so much damage. But Psychic does a lot too. That still does so much damage. Oh my lord. Wow. Holy moly. That's with a light screen. What if I didn't have a light screen? Jeez, man. Well, he can't be crit, which is one thing. I'm just gonna go for the Psychic. Honestly, how much is Scizor doing with BP? Dude, this thing is strong. Jesus. Oh, wait, no, that's a +2. Hold on. Hold on. Scizor BP 36 to 42. That's fine. So that gives me a little info there. That's if the Thunder's at +2. Hold up. +1. +1. Light screen. You're not at +2 anymore. Okay, so we don't take nearly that much. So I'm just going to Psychic. Goes for the Defog as we Psychic. Do a ton of damage. I feel like Aki's a very good play here. We have a full health Mega Slowbro. Let's get rid of the light screen. Thunder's still doing a lot if he hits. I'm going to go into Aki, putting a lot of pressure on him. There's the Thunder. We eat that. We can eat the HP flying. So I can either set up a Spike. I doubt Giga Drain kills. I doubt Giga Drain kills. 26 to 31. Oh. It does kill. What's Metagross at? 45. How much does this do to Metagross? If you're max HP. Does like nothing. Is the Spike worth it? I think getting rid of this thing so that Jolteon can Volt Switch, well, even the Swampert, I think the Spike is worth it. I think the Spike is worth it. There's HP Flying, we eat the Koba Berry, take that. We get the Spike up, which is beautiful. Now, I'm going to stay in with this thing, and if he wants to Defog, I get rid of it. If he wants to Defog, I get rid of it. I'm going to Sludge Bomb. You want to Defog, I get rid of your Thundurus. Alright, so we gets rid of the Thundy. So let's see. Or it gets rid of the Rose Raid. Thundy kills Rose with HP Fly. And now my play is... Well, we're faster. I am faster with Noivern. So I feel like that's actually the best play, because I got to go into something I'm faster than, and I don't want to just sit there with a Bullet Punch from Scizor. Shadow Ball's 22-26, doesn't do enough. Draco. Dude, Noivern's so weak. It's ridiculous. Noivern's so weak. I think I can live a Thunder, though, honestly. 37 to 45. What are we at? 42? We can live a Thunder. I don't want to let him Defog. That's the problem. I'm going to Iron Man and Bullet Punch, but, like... kind of just want to drop a Draco. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, we see the Lum. Interesting. We see the Lumberry. And drop a Draco. Just don't miss. Just don't miss. If he switches, it's fine. If he switches and we miss, that's okay. But if he stays in and we miss, that is not okay. I want to keep that spike up. That spike is so nice for his team. It's so nice for what he has left. We're just setting up for the end game. We're in the end game now, boys. Man, what's he gonna do? He can stay in and die. This thing is so pressured now, which is amazing. I mean, anything that comes in is gonna take a lot of damage. Metagross is probably gonna die from Draco into Shadow Ball. Excuse me. I mean, like, Noivern's weak, but a stab... Excuse me. A stab Draco Meteor is gonna do a lot. Let's see what he wants to do. This is a good match. It hasn't been super long, but it was a pretty good match. There's the Toad. Get the Draco off. Now's the time to U-turn. Definitely misspelled Noivern there. So that's fine. We see the Toad gets Rain back up probably for the last time this match. Possibly. Another Draco's definitely not going to take it out. So now the question is Sylveon or Jolteon? Which Mon? Which Mon? Rain is up. Scald does about half. Does 2 HP grasses take out the Thundurus? It does, maybe. Honestly, Vision's not a bad play either. But I gotta go Sylveon. Sylveon's just a better play. It can eat up, yeah, it can eat up whatever. Oh my lord. That's a killer. Okay. Alright. That. We can work with that. Not the worst thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world. Oh man. I'm gonna Hyper Voice. There's the Croak. Frozen. It's alright. How much are we doing with Bullet Punch? How much is Bullet Punch doing to this guy? Bullet Punch does a lot. Has a chance to kill. Not with the Dry Skin anymore. Damn. Let's see, a +2 Gunk Shot to Slowbro. Dude, that freeze is awful. I gotta go on a Slowbro. Poison Jab. We don't get poisoned. Man, that one sucks. We also don't see a Life Orb. My play is Psychic every time. There's the Gross. Gets some damage. I'm gonna Calm Mind. I don't see a reason not to. I don't see really what the Metagross can do to me. Oh man, there's the Hone Claws as we Calm Mind. My girlfriend also just got here, so what does more? Like Grass Knot, or if you're max HP and I'm +1/+1, doesn't really matter there. Grass Knot does more. Grass Knot kills at this range. So I'm just gonna Grass Knot. Hone Claws. Yes, we take it out. I gotta tell her. I gotta ask my brother to let her in. Alright, so we got rid of it. There's the Thundurus. So a Thunder from the Thundurus. We're at +1 Spadef. Does 60 to 71, so it doesn't kill. How much is Scizor doing to this Swampert? To the Swampert. Bullet Punch doesn't kill. Hello. You're on camera, babe. Let's see. I think I just gotta stay in. Maybe not. No, I gotta stay in. There's a Thunder. We take it. We kill. Okay. Slowbro. Kills. Thundy. With Psychic. What's the play now for him? I guess Toad. Does it even get... I don't know if Drizzle actually activates if he dies to the Spike. I don't think it does. So Rain's gone. Do I just lose the Toxicroak? Do I just lose? I don't think so. Well, now Jolteon's pretty free. I can get rid of the Swampert. Oh, man. Well, now Scizor outspeeds the Swampert. Not quite. No, we don't. This is going to be tough. Noivern actually puts in some work here. Draco can do a lot. Come on, man. I mean, what's his switch? He's gotta come in and kill it. But whatever he does is gonna get hit really hard afterwards. Because I can come in with Scizor on almost anything. I don't know what the Toxicroak can do to Scizor. I don't think Drain Punch is gonna do that much. I forgot to write down the Metagross kill. We'll flip those. That is the worst arrow I've ever drawn in my life. Okay. Come on. I mean, you got options, but like, I don't know. It's a tough choice for him because Politoed's done with the spike up. There's the Swampert. This thing can kill me, but the question is, do I want to let it? Not particularly. Do I still need no? I think sacking off the Slowbro is the best play. So that's what I'm gonna do. There's the EQ. Her kills bro with EQ. And I want to go Scizor. Scizor takes it out from here pretty handily. So we're gonna go Scizor. How much are you doing to me? 65 to 76. Yeah, you would kill me. That's jolly. Yeah, he really kills me there. BP's so obvious. But I think I gotta go for it. Because he can only switch in one more time with the spike there. So I gotta go for the Bullet Punch. If he switches out, he's only got one more switch. There's the Croak. Oh wow. He went Croak. Sucker's not gonna do a whole lot to me, is it? Yeah, Sucker Punch doesn't do much. Ledge BP again. No reason not to. You can sack off the Politoed, but what's the point? See the leftovers on this thing. You could sack the Politoed, but what's the point? I mean, I guess Sucker's your only play, but I think when the Bullet Punch won't go first. It doesn't matter, though, because we don't take much from the Sucker Punch. And if he goes for anything else, I outspeed and kill it. What's his play? You switch to Electros, and what was the point of bringing this thing in? Eel. 44. I mean, we gotta be doing a decent chunk to that thing. We gotta be doing a decent chunk. Yeah, we gotta do a decent amount to this thing. Let's see what he did. Bullet Punch doesn't... Yeah, it does a decent amount. There's the Eel. Okay, so we killed the... Okay. Scizor. Kills. Croak. With BP. So we killed and he went to the Electros. I think I just sack off Sylveon now. Because Sylveon's really not doing anything for me. Yeah, I just sack off Sylveon. I got it, because it's nothing. He thought us out. That's hilarious. Let's see the Fire Punch. Boom. I mean, it did too much, and I'm definitely not going to outspeed. Maybe not definitely. Let's see if he has any speed investment. I'm just going to Hyper Voice. Do we outspeed? Dude, that'd be crazy. Do we actually outspeed? I think we do. Wow. I think if he doesn't have any investment, we do. Oh boy. I said, how'd you predict that? I didn't. Not gonna lie, I did not predict that. What the fuck? That's crazy. We outspeed. Hyper Voice is gonna kill anything. Wow, I love Sylveon. Sylveon's so good. Underrated as fuck. Let's see. Oh, we don't kill because the AV. That's fine though. Does he kill himself? No, not quite. But Scizor just cleans up now. EP. Yeah, Scizor just cleans up. So kills Sylveon with Wild Charge. All right. Just click BP. Scizor kills Eel with BP. GG. Alright, cool. Scizor kills Pert. And Toad dies to Spike from Rose. Alright, so yeah, definitely a good game. So I don't know, that game kind of put me on the... I feel like I didn't have control the whole time. The Thundurus was definitely scary, but I feel like I managed it pretty well. I knew I needed to get rid of the Thundurus and force him to either defog or die. Yeah, I definitely needed to either force him to defog or lose his Thundurus, essentially. So there was a lot of pressure in that turn, and not defogging that Spike just really helped in the end game, and I think that was super important. That was absolutely the right play to Spike instead of Giga Draining on the Metagross switch in. So I'm very glad I did that. I think I managed the hazard super well, and yeah, it's just a good game overall. I felt like I played pretty well. I feel like I managed my sacks appropriately. I definitely managed the hacks appropriately with the freeze on the Sylveon. I think I played really well around that and was able to still pull out a victory. Maybe not as high of a differential as I would have liked, but overall in the end it didn't really matter to get the W. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the battle. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.